It's more of a season cadence than a daily cadence, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Like you don't play at the start of the season if you're a super hypersensitive rank guy.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the season, everyone's tryharding, and I don't like that term. Everyone's grinding.
Tryharding. Yeah, I hate that term too. In a competitive video game, how dare you try to win?
No, that bugs the piss out of me.
What kind of idiot tries to win his games?
I go back and forth on this all the time because I have been that guy because I've been actually grinding a lot of Counter-Strike recently. Grinding only in casuals, where like I'll call out, hey, bomb down at B. I think they're gonna rotate mid, and some guy's like, man, whatever, I'm just gonna stick here. And then one of my teammates is like, man, you don't want to win? It's like, dude, it's casual. And I'm like, yeah, it is casual. Like, we're just here to dick around and have fun. Not that like you'd intentionally throw, but if you really want to, I don't know, get sweaty in Counter-Strike, there are competitive modes, right?
Well, but there's a difference. Like, I always want to win. Like, I am a hyper competitive person. That's just me by nature.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's others that they want to win, but at the same time, like, they don't want to.
They don't want to put any effort into that win.
Yeah, they know that if they go into competitive, they're going to get their dick smacked. That's what it comes down to. For lack of a gentlemanly term.
I think some people probably enjoy getting their dick smacked. I don't know if that's a good term for that.
To each their own. I'm not going to judge somebody for wanting to get their dick smacked.
God damn it. But, y'all know what I'm saying, though. Like, when you go into a competitive, you're going to go against people that I want to win at Rocket League.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to play against Lion Blaze. I mean, there's different tiers of players, and I think sticking to casual is fine for people that aren't like a top 5% player. But that's just my take on it. I play to win. If I have a teammate that's just sticking around and is not trying to win, it bugs me. I'm not talking like throwing, but just like if you tell them, hey, like this dude's about to come to B, everyone's at A. Can you come over here? And everyone's like, nah, dog, I'm sticking at A. Like that kind of bugs me.
That sounds almost like deliberately contrary in that specific instance. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's like if you don't care about the outcome of the game, just go into like a target mode or play against bots.
Like I will play casual and I'll play. I mean, really, my warm ups are like deathmatch and gun game and stuff like that. But in casual, I'm usually working on routing. I'm working on sight lines. I'm working on what gun do I use in what situation at what part of the map, depending on the economy and whether or not I think everybody on the goddamn team is going to have an op. And there's definitely ways that you can personally improve and grind, even if your team isn't doing that. You can work on you.
Yes, but I feel games like Counter-Strike, it's in Rocket League, one player focusing on them can help a lot more than just one person in Counter-Strike focusing on them. Because if you get into a 5-on-1, you're done. I mean, yes, it can happen.
Usually.
But
sometimes those 5-on-1s sometimes that's good practice being.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta practice for those clutch or kick moments. God. Which I did see. I was playing CS a couple of nights ago, and it was, or not a couple of nights ago, last night with Fitzy, and it was really unfortunate. We saw some absolute bad manners happening because our team was wrecking shit at one point in the game, and one guy just couldn't clutch up. Like, he was at the bottom of the leaderboard. He wasn't trying to throw, but he was just bad. And that's fine. Yeah. You can be bad in video games.
I'm fine with that.
Like, you could tell by like the way he was routing the maps, he had not played Counter-Strike. Like, this was like his first 10 hours into the game. And that's okay, but some asshole kicked him because he said, we're never going to win with this guy. Because
come on.
In a bunch of 1v2 situations, like he lost, and that's fine. That will happen, especially when you're first starting out. But they successfully kicked the guy, even though Fitzy and I were spamming no. The rest of the team's like, nah, fuck this dude.
That's annoying.
I
hate that.
So don't take my competitiveness the wrong way. I want to win, You can suck. I might get frustrated with your suck, but you can suck. That's
I
fine.
like it. Yeah. That's
that's
fair.
perfectly okay
That's
to
fair.
suck.
Yeah.
As long as you're trying. That's my biggest thing. Like if you're just dicking around and not trying, that's
Yeah.
when I start having beef.
Yeah. This dude was trying. He was just bad at it.
And that's fine. It's frustrating, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference? You're
That's-
you're more frustrated with the situation itself. You're not frustrated with the person specifically.
Yes.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
you
the
could tell
difference.
they were trying. Like after a little bit, because we had played with this guy for like 2 entire rounds. But after the first round in the map, he was starting to learn the lines. He was starting to learn where to go, and starting to figure out, okay, this is what I do in these situations. He wasn't an idiot. He was just bad.
So for full disclosure, I went through my high school basketball career for like our varsity team winning 2 games in 4 seasons. So I am well aware with the idea of you can suck, just be trying.
Yeah.
And that's my philosophy on that.